What's up guys, Joshua Tubbs here from Customatic. So you guys have been asking me questions a lot and I've been trying my best to answer them in the comment box below or on Twitter or on the emails, Snapchat, everywhere. But I realized it might be easier just to gather them all at one point and just answer it in one video in one go. So I'm gonna be doing a Q&A once a month. With no further ado, let's get right into it. Margaret David asks, hi Customatic, my name is Margaret David. I like the look of your YouTube videos. Which camera do you use? And can you please do a tutorial on how you color grade your YouTube videos? Thanks. First of all, thanks Margaret for watching the videos and I'm glad you like them and you love the look of them and everything. When it comes to which camera I use, for my YouTube videos, I use my Canon 6D. So all these videos you see with the tutorials and me talking here on set, it's with my Canon 6D. With other projects, I also have used my Canon 6D and some of the videos you've seen on this channel, like the latest one I did in Banff with all the snow, practice sessions 002, number 2. That was like with my 6D, the first practice sessions. A lot of the videos I do on projects, I use my 6D. Your next question was, can you do a tutorial on how you color grade your videos? I've actually done a tutorial on it. You can check it out right here. And yeah, it'll teach you right there how to color grade and how that's actually the process I use for most of my color grading. So yeah, thank you for your question, Margaret. Question 2 from Angelina at Squish says, what was your first video project? Well, Angelina, my first video project was, see, this is a hard question to answer because now it depends what you're asking. Are you asking for my first video project I ever done in my life or my first video project I got paid for? So I'll go back. I started doing videos when I was around 14 years old with my digital camera. I used to bring it to school and this was before anyone was using YouTube. This was probably 2003, so I wasn't on YouTube at that time. And I didn't even know what YouTube was. At that time, I used to actually make videos. I was actually vlogging before vlogging was a thing. I would bring my camera every day to school and just film whatever happened at school, cut it up, and then make a video out of it. But we didn't have YouTube, so what I did was I posted it on my own website server and uploaded it from there. And people had to go to my website to watch it. Fast forward a little bit, I shot my first music video with, and these are all digital cameras I use. When I mean digital, I mean digital SLR, not digital SLR like DSLR cameras. I'm talking about Sony CyberShots. I wish I still had it. I might even have it to show you. You know what, let me see if I have it. All right, you're in luck, I found it. So this is actually one of the first cameras I shot my first music video on. And this was probably in 2000 and maybe 6 or 5 or latest 7, around there. And I shot it with this, or it might have been my other. I had an older point and shoot than this. So this was a really 7.2 megapixel Sony. It was, yeah, I think I shot it with this. And I bought this for $300 at the time. And this is what shot my first music video back in, I really want to say 06, anywhere between 04 and 07, between there. So that was my first music video project, and that was just a project I did on my own. I didn't get paid for it. I wasn't professionally doing videos at that time. I was actually doing another business at that time where I used to airbrush. But side note, my next project I would say would be that I got paid for. I actually rented a camera for it. This was back 07 maybe, or even 08. And it was the best cheap camera that has somewhat of a film look. And I used that camera on and I got paid for this job. It wasn't a big payment or anything, but it was my first paid gig for a hair salon. I did a hair salon commercial. So there was that. Fast forward to getting my actual professional grade camera that I owned, which was my Canon XH-A1, which I'm gonna show you that camera in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Found that one too now, which was this camera right here. It was my very first professional grade camera. This was my baby, Canon XH-A1. And I shot a music video for an artist where I got paid. And that was really my first paid gig with my own professional grade equipment and really doing film full-fledged. So yeah, my first project, I was doing videos and skits back when I was 14 with my brothers. And this was before YouTube. And then when YouTube came around, we finally found out about this YouTube thing. I started uploading the videos and the skits and stuff like that. I'm not gonna share any today, but I might show you guys one day if that question keeps being asked. As well as I was doing, what else was I doing? And doing the ones that are somewhat like a vlog, like going to school every day, bringing my camera and just filming people and filming me and just our funny day. And then with that, making an actual montage video, which was technically a vlog before vlogs were vlogs. I was one of the first people to vlog before vlogging was a thing. What? Holla at me, Casey Neistat. So yeah, thank you, Angelina, for your question. I feel like that was my first series of projects, but like different times in my life, from doing it for fun to it being a job to it being my full-time actual job of what I do. It's Graves asks, can you tell us what equipment you personally use for your shoots / music videos? So Emmanuel, because I know who this is, what's up, bro? What I use for my music videos and my shoots, mainly, again, like I was saying, for these shoots I do for my YouTube channel, it's always my Canon 6D I use. And a lot of projects I do for clients and whatnot, it's usually on the Canon 6D. It's been a solid camera. But there has been times where I have rented equipment or used other cameras. I shot a music video using the Blackmagic. But yeah, so it's always been different cameras, 5D, 7D, of that nature. But it all depends on what the project calls for, where it's going, where it's gonna end up, and realistically, how it's gonna look. So yeah, but overall, my 6D is what I use for most of my projects. Thanks for the question, bro. Next question we have from Thomas Jordan TV. When it comes to working with audio and video, do you prefer DSLR with a zoom or an all-in-one like the Canon C100? All right, Thomas, especially because I know what you do, because you are a pretty much a journalist, reporter, and host. So I will gear my question kind of towards yours, but also what I like. So first of all, it now depends. It depends on the project. A lot of times I go run and gun with a one-man shoot. A lot of times it's a one-man band shoot, like just me alone. So I do and I did like always shooting something that had all-in-one, like a Canon, like you said, Canon C100. And to show you, my first camera that I used to shoot with up to for not too long ago was my Canon XH-A1, which does have, again, like XLR input and everything. So I was able to get my shotgun mic up here. I can plug in XLRs into it as well. It was an all-in-one, and I loved that because when I was running gun by myself or shooting a video by myself, I was able to have everything plugged into one thing. I didn't have to worry about my audio is recording separately over there and stuff like that. But as time went on, and I got more into filming with DSLR and using separate audio systems, I kind of felt this joy. I liked it because at the end of the day, it was like the audio was over there and I had my scratch audio on my DSLR. And what I didn't like about having your audio jacked into your actual camera, like I did with the XH-A1 or you would with like a C100, was the fact that if I have like a shotgun mic over there on the person, and then I have the camera, the XLR wire to the camera, there's too many times that I felt constricted, like I couldn't go nowhere because the XLR cable was attached to the camera, so I'm running with this cable wherever I went. Sometimes people even would almost trip over it, and I didn't like that. I like the freedom, and then I like the freedom of just being able to do what you want with the camera and go where you want and not having to worry about your audio being attached to you. Plus the reverb sound. Sometimes having the all-in-one, like the wire might hit against something, and if you do something, it travels and that vibration goes into the sound on your mic. So I did start to like shooting DSLR with separate audio because I was able to do what I want, make as much noise as I wanted with my DSLR and whatever I'm doing over there, and realize that like it's not going to affect the audio or the talent or whatever I'm trying to capture if I have someone else running sound or my sound setup pointed separate from my camera. Now I'm saying, because I know what you do with the interview thing, I feel like with you, it's great when you're interviewing, because you've interviewed celebrities and stuff. I feel like an all-in-one setup would be great like that. Like if me and you were working together and you were doing a shoot and I was your videographer filming for you as you're interviewing these celebrities and stuff, I would probably want an all-in-one, you know, because it's easier. I know it's jacked in. I'm hearing what you're saying through the mic, through the same one camera, rather than having maybe a DSLR, having a bracket, and then putting my actual zoom on top of it. And like, it just starts getting too much, you know? So I feel like at that point, I would love a camera that can handle audio levels and get inside there and record it. But I also do love having double like scratch audio and extra audio. So yeah, it's like a both situation. Right now though, I do love shooting separate. And again, like I was saying, in a situation where if I was filming with you, I would shoot probably all in one. Or if I did shoot separate, it would be with a bracket. The zoom would be like on the camera. So I just hit record on that, and I just sync it up later in post. So yeah, I feel like that it's like both is what I would say my answer is. But yeah, thank you, Thomas, for the question. Okay, next question comes from Studio 488. Hi Joshua, I really like all your videos. Can you upload a tutorial about how you made the video Goodbye Spring, Hello Summer on Customatic Vimeo channel? Starting with what camera do you use, transition, camera setting, and glitch effect. All right, thank you so much, Studio 488. I know you asked me this question many times on the channel, so that's why I wanted to make sure I got this question into this Q&A with Ask Customatic, because you've asked many times on multiple videos. So if you guys don't know what she is talking about, or he, because I'm not sure if you're a she or a he, I think your picture thumbnail is a girl, so I'm gonna say she, is talking about Goodbye Spring, Hello Summer was a video I shot with Sidewalk Hustle. You can click it right here to watch it. So in it, as you can see, if you watch the video, for the camera I used the Canon 6D. With color grading, again, it's the same thing I'm gonna show you right here. My tutorial with the color grade tutorial, what I actually do is what I share with you guys. I'm not sharing with you guys anything different than what I actually do. I'm not like telling you guys, go do this while I'm doing something totally different. Like what I share with you guys on this channel is like things I actually do day to day for these projects you see that I create, that I'm doing with clients and multi-million-dollar companies and brands. So check that color grade tutorial. That is the same way I actually graded that video. Obviously I use different LUTs, so maybe I guess I'll put together something for you guys, letting you guys know what LUTs I use maybe. But again, I'm always looking for different LUTs, and I tweak it so much that it never looks the same like as any other I use, you know what I mean? So there's that for the color grading. So camera settings, I'll go into that you asked about. I shoot in different frame rates. So I always go between 60 and 24. I go 24 frames per second because that looks the best to look film like, and 60 frames per second if I want to do slow motion later on. I sometimes do 30. I switch between, it depends. Like sometimes I'll shoot a shot and I'll shoot the same shot 5 times, or not 5 times, 3 times, or even 5 times, going from 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 60 frames per second. So it's always different. And the transitions and glitch effect. The glitch effect, honestly, it's not a plugin or anything like that, or effect I throw on. I actually make all my effects organic in my transition. So with that glitch effect you see, I actually cut up different scenes of the video and put them together, and then put them on and like slice them up frame by frame, and then change the transfer modes and did different things like that to get the actual glitch effect. When it came to glitch effect, I actually created that from scratch. And if you notice, every glitch effect is pretty much different. Like I legit would go through frame by frame and create that glitch effect. That's how I created the glitch effect. And that's pretty much the breakdown of the Goodbye Spring, Hello Summer video. So again, I hope that helped you. I know you asked many times. Next question is from Michael Bogan. Hey, I just started making videos on my DSLR, Canon 60D, after using my iPhone 6s Plus for too long, making my short Instagram videos. In February, I'm traveling to Australia for my first ever backpacking trip, and I really want to make a cool looking video with my new DJI Mavic and my Canon 60D. But as you know, the Canon 60D does not film in RAW or 1080p at 60 frames per second. I haven't tried to color grade my video footage from the Canon, considering the fact that it does not film in RAW. Do you have any experience with color grading non-RAW videos? Would love to hear from you, and I very much appreciate your videos. Kind regards, your Norwegian follower, Michael Bogan. I hope I pronounced that right. And you know what, first, Michael, thank you for watching, and thank you for being a follower and being part of this community, man. So let's jump right into it. So first of all, you're going to Australia. That's dope. You better get some crazy looking shots, and I'm gonna help you right now with that. So first off, don't worry about shooting in RAW. When I shoot with your 60D, what you should do is, if you can't film in RAW. If you're not filming things in RAW, it doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that. What you can do is get a flat picture profile. Now, if you don't know what flat picture profile is, it's just shooting flat. With my Canon 60D, I shoot with Cine Style. And basically what that does, and you should use Cine Style for your 60D, is it desaturates your image a bit and just takes a little bit of contrast out. I think it also takes a little bit of the sharpness out, and it just allows it to be more of a flat image. You get more of a grayish tone than you would with the other picture profiles, which is like auto, which might just be very bright. And what it does is it allows you later on in post to be able to stretch the colors and just do more to your image, stretch your image and be able to play with it and get brighter colors or just color grade it easier. So again, use either picture profile like Cine Style, or if you don't have Cine Style, and I'll link you Cine Style in the description below actually. But if you don't have that and you want to do another way, what I used to do with my old camera, because I didn't have Cine Style on this bad boy, what I used to do is it was very vibrant, the image, so I would desaturate the image in post a bit, turning it a little bit, not black and white totally, but like desaturate, take out some of the color, take out a little bit of the contrast sometimes, and go back after that and then start grading on top of that. Now, it's not the best way to do it, because doing that, because you're not shooting raw, your image is compressed. Like if you're shooting H.264 or a different codec, it's not gonna be able to, your image is gonna kind of deteriorate a bit. You're shooting for Instagram, so you might get away with it because it's such a smaller image, no one's gonna really notice. And people that probably will notice would only be other filmmakers. The regular people really don't really realize that. But it will deteriorate your image, and I think you as a filmmaker and editor, you will notice it, and it might bother you. But that is a way to grade non-raw images, and even if you don't have a flat picture profile on it. But I think the best bet for you would be put a flat picture profile like Cine Style. And again, it will be linked below, so you can download that and put that on your camera and make some dope shots when you're in Australia, man. Thanks for watching, definitely. Thank you, Michael. Anthony Ocon says, hello Joshua, please can you do a video on how to do a video like Beyonce's 7-Eleven? Thanks. This is epic, this is great. So for the 7-Eleven video, it's really like, if you've used Musical.ly, do you notice when you do the sped up Musical.ly, like that's what the 7-Eleven video kind of looks like to me. So what I would say would be the best bet to make something that looks like that is, that I'm pretty sure they might have used this method. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just taking my own take of how I would recreate that. Is what you do is take the song and slow it down by either 30%, 25%, 50% maybe. But again, you have to play with that, and then record the song. Like when you're recording yourself and filming yourself, play the song that's 50%, 30%, 25% slower. So you're gonna sing it slower, like hands in the air, moving side to side like you'd sing it slow, obviously, but do your actions. And then when you get into post, speed it up so it goes sync to the song. So it'd be either, if you slow it down 30%, in post you gotta boost it 30% faster. If you slow it down 50%, you gotta boost it 50% faster in post. And now you'll move a little faster as you're singing with it, but it'll be timed. And I feel like if you notice Beyonce when she's dancing in the video, it looks like she's moving faster than the song is, but it's still on beat, right? So I feel like that's the way they did it. Again, I wouldn't go so far 50% because I feel like that might be too fast. That's where you're gonna have to play with the values yourself and figure out how fast you should go with it, or how slow you should make it, when you record this. How slow you should make the song that you record, and then speed it up in post to match, and then just kind of, from there, it's just playing with it. Trial and error. That's what everything is, honestly, trial and error. But I feel like that would be the best way to get it. If you don't know what I mean, go watch a video on Musical.ly and you'll see how people are moving so fast to the song, but it's on beat. I feel like that's what they did for the Beyonce video. So hope that answers your question, Anthony. And I guess you're gonna be recreating the 7-Eleven video. Marine de Prolormo, and I hope I didn't butcher your name, says, hello, I'm French, so sorry in advance for my bad English. I saw your tutorial video about smooth slow motion, which was very nice. However, I have a question. I have a Panasonic Lumix FZ300, and as you said in your video, I tried with my camera to find in the settings 60p, but I only had 50p maximum. Maybe there's another way, or maybe I can, but I didn't find it in my settings. This really matters to me. It would be very nice to have an answer from you. Thank you in advance. Thank you for watching, and I'm glad that slow motion tutorial a lot of you have used and liked, and I'm glad it's helping you guys. So this is the thing. You said you're French, so right there it tells me you're probably in Europe. And in Europe, and some parts of Asia, you guys use a different display setting, which is PAL. So there's NTSC, which we use up here in North America, Canada, US, and then you guys use PAL, P-A-L. NTSC shoots usually in 30 frames per second. PAL shoots 25 frames per second. Now, doubling that, we get 60 frames per second. You guys doubling that, you guys get 50 frames per second. So the fact that you probably have a PAL camera is the reason why you're not getting a chance to make it 60 frames per second. So you would have to either, I'm not sure if there's a hack for that, or you can somehow change that. But again, you would probably have to get your firmware changed or order a NTSC camera from North America to get shipped over there. So yeah, that's pretty reason why you can't find 60 frames per second. I'm pretty sure you're on a PAL system and not an NTSC camera system, and that is why you can't get 60 frames per second. So no matter what you do, you're not gonna be able to find it in your camera. You're gonna have to either, again, change the firmware, find a firmware hack, or get a NTSC camera from North America. So a little bit of bad news, but I hope that does answer your question, so you know you're not looking for a ghost. Like, where is this 60 frames per second? This does not exist. He lied to me. Yes, he did. Yeah, okay. Again, thank you for your question, and thank you for watching, Marin. So guys, thank you for the questions. I'm gonna be doing this once a month. So again, if you do have questions for me that you want answered, not in the comment box and not on Twitter, but you want to ask me that I can make a video and respond to you in a Q&A, make sure you tweet me at Customatic, or when you leave a comment in the comment box below, use the hashtag #AskCustomatic. That way, I will be able to track those questions down that you guys want answered on the show, and I won't answer them in the comment box or on Twitter. I'll just save them and then save them for the next video. So I'm gonna be posting these every first of the month. So obviously this is Q&A number 1. Q&A number 2 will be posted December 1st. So if you guys have your questions, make sure you get them ready. Start asking me them with the hashtag #AskCustomatic. So again, thank you guys so much for asking all the questions. Thank you so much for being part of this community. Remember, I made this channel so you guys can get information about filmmaking, learn how to make videos, plus you guys can talk with each other. My thing was it was hard to find other like-minded individuals that were into film and stuff like that. A lot of people were into like a lot of different things, but find people that were into video like me and also like marketing, social media, and all those things compact together, it was hard. So I made this platform to, one, find individuals like me, like you guys around the world, as well as allowing us to have this conversation, talk, help each other, bounce ideas off each other. So in the comment box below, if you guys also have discussions with each other and let me know things that you guys want to learn, let me know things you guys have found online that you think are interesting that we can even just have a discussion about and whatnot, and all type of things. So again, thank you guys for being part of this community. We've been growing fast. Again, if this is your first time visiting this channel, I do tutorials, tips on filmmaking, social media, and marketing. Plus we are kind of following me as I'm gonna create my first series of short films, and that's what I'm eventually gonna do. And I'm still working on that, so I'll update with you guys with that later. But yes, thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like. So yeah, that's it. So hit me up on Twitter at Customatic. You guys can also check out my site if you need film work done, www.customaticonline.com. And make sure you keep feeding the world digital content. And remember, if you didn't film it, it didn't happen.